Do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. And read. Check pass. Check pass.
Now a handoff looking right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 at the Seahawks 39-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going back to you.
General West. Yep.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Snap.
Here's Geis. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Airing it out for Olsen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A gain of 3, second down.
Go! Check. 22 jet bomber.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Check, exit. 5.
Now Jones on third down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Get ready.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's checking. Crash. Bang.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the eye. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Second and 3. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The extra point up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I hope you got your luck, because I'm about to take you to school.
Topper!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break it. Check 13. Check 13. Deuce, 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 deuce. Jim.
Greystone travel. Hey.
Check.
Here's McCoy. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Check three.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, so they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Go now. 70, Indy. 56. Right here.
56 to Mike, boy.
Hey, Alpha.
56. Hey, watch
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he's going to sling this deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
61, matchbox right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones able to find his running back, Geis. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Check 3, check 3. Showing up, showing up. Check, 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 check.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Jumper, 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 jumper. Let it go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take
Catch
away
the
all
ball.
the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now, let's go. Ready?
Now a first down carry here from McCoy.
That's it, baby.
Coming up up in a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Go.
Alert flare, flare.
Check 50, check 50. Watch that. On the ball.
Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Here we go. Alert 3.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he's got some space here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with Geis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready? 60 outlaw, 80 weapon.
Check tight. Check 99.
Go.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Say go.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up in an offset eye. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check.
You draw Corkers. Yo, go. Hey, lock it.
Tight go. Watch the twist.
Check. Hey! Now.
On the ground, Geis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey.
Check 26.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Seahawks take over.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Run
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now! 56! Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
So they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Switch.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready, break.
93's the mic. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch twits.
Ready?
3rd down, here's Geis. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hill. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now they try the right side here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Now a run with Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
General West. Hey, Foxtrot.
On 3rd down, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jadeveon Clowney in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they try the right side here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it. Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Niners on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
58, Orbit. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. 57's the mic, watch 57. All you get is a headache.
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 4th down, Jones. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Geis. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Darius Geis, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Niners 27, Seahawks 24.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff working right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Jones. They still can't get it. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run on first down. McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
He's coming. We got double up. Back. Switch.
Hey!
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Hey.
Check.
Chopper.
Check 3.
McCoy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 27-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
On the ready.
Here we go. Tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Niners, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to...